What's up? You are here with the band Perry and the beautiful Miss Brandy.
Brandy Clark.
What is going
Clark.
on?
Oh, nothing. Just hanging out here at Vegas. Trying to stay not broke.
I mean,
I
yeah.
hear ya. I hear ya.
Yeah, have you gambled every single night you've been here, or is it like we're gonna pick one night to gamble so that we?
And what is your game of choice?
I gambled last night.
Okay.
I mean, my table game of choice is blackjack.
Okay.
So brave.
But
That's
I love
amazing.
a slot machine.
Yeah, girl.
Okay. Yeah.
We talking penny slots? We talking the more expensive ones?
Like
what do you think?
quarters.
Quarter.
No, here I like the dollar slots.
Okay.
Whoa.
Because let me tell
Big
you,
time
I'm
roller.
rolling.
here's the truth. I lose money on penny slots.
Really?
Like-
Does anyone ever
I've
really
heard that.
get money on penny slots?
Because
quarters.
you think that like,
Right.
oh, it's just pennies, but you're betting more than you bet on the dollar slot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So those pennies add up.
Those pennies
Yeah.
add up.
Okay, so here's my very favorite ACM memory of like the past 5 years. Would have been last year when we had we were all in Dallas hanging out, and remember the crazy storm that came through, and we were all
Oh my God.
like trapped
yeah.
in the. I don't know, I guess
For
it was a
hours.
basement, but at the
In
field, at the
hours.
baseball
Yeah,
field.
it was a locker room.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay, how about the moment where like you guys and your team, you guys were right next door to us. You had found the stash of water.
Yes.
We had found the hot dog stash.
That's
and
right.
we were like bartering, like, Brandy, give you a hot dog for a
It
bottle of water.
sort of felt
I
like the
forgot
zombie
about that.
apocalypse,
Yes.
and we were bartering like survival.
Right.
We helped
tools
each other,
and
though.
stuff.
We
Like,
did.
we survived.
We did, and I feel like maybe it was you boys were in the batting cages.
Yeah.
Do I
Yes, we were
remember that right?
attempting to.
Oh my God! Maybe I had blocked all that out. Like
Yeah.
it was
It was kind of a crazy memory.
It was.
It was several hours.
I mean, like, I think we got out of there at midnight, but I'm just totally convinced in the real zombie apocalypse, this is the team that's sticking together right here.
Right here.
We take care of each other
I'm just
here,
gonna
ladies
claim
and gentlemen.
leader. I'm just gonna go and do that right
You
now.
don't get to claim, you
Yeah,
have to
I
be
do.
voted
Hey
leader.
guys,
am
it's
the
okay.
leader.
The leader, the first original leader is always the one that goes.
Well,
'cause
I
he's
vote-
usually
But not
cocky.
first though.
I vote Brandy for 1,000 reasons.
I love you, Brandy, but
You're
I'm the leader.
such a strong woman. Thank you for everything that you're bringing to country music.
thank you.
for everything you brought to the band, Perry,
Yeah.
like Better did too.
Oh well, thank you
Which you
guys.
wrote.
Yeah.
You know that was my first #1 record, so it will always mean a lot to me. And you guys don't know this, but you might know this, but you made it a better song than what it was because we had written a song, and I don't know if y'all remember or not, but you wanted a new last verse.
'Cause you,
Huh.
I do.
and it's my favorite verse now.
That's awesome.
And
I
so
remember that.
You
I
guys
remember
really
that.
had the intuition that it was great, but it could be greater.
Well,
so thank you.
I tell you what, we open the show with it every night. We do this cool like drum intro. It's super moody.
We've
and
just revamped it again, and it just like it's.
I think
so
it also
cool.
is like the
crowd
first song on country radio to say the word meth in it.
Yeah.
So,
So
thank
congratulations
you for
for
that.
that.
We
And,
appreciate
and
it.
we thought
Congratulations.
yeah,
Congrats.
as writers, we thought that would have to be changed. So we
Yeah.
had like all these,
Other
more
words.
Cigarettes
PC,
was
yeah.
another one
Yes.
that we
Yeah.
we were thinking of changing it to,
but radio played it. So thank you so much for that. All right,
thank
so
you
you've
guys.
been hanging out with Jennifer Nettles a lot. Are you
Yes.
guys still on CMT tour together?
We are, yeah.
Okay.
I think we have about 10 more dates.
Okay.
That's her and myself, Tara Thompson and Lindsay L.
Love it.
Is there a Tara Lindsay?
Maybe I'm
That's a
sure
great name. If there's not, there should be.
Yeah, I think
that could be
might
your alter ego name. Like you can
Tara
open up
Lindsay.
shows as Tara Lindsay.
Yes. Lindsay should come out dressed in Tara's clothes.
There you go.
Vice versa.
Great idea.
So that's been
Brilliant.
great. We have like 10 more shows. I have a new record coming out in June that I'm
amazing.
super
June
stoked
10th.
about.
Congrats.
Is that
June
right?
10th.
Okay, cool.
And you've got good memory.
Oh man, we're waiting for it. We're like, can't wait.
You know what? I can hook you up with an advanced copy.
We
That's
might know the
amazing.
right
Yes.
girl.
Got
That's
connections.
incredible.
Yes.
So all the artwork and everything's finished,
It
right?
is.
Okay, great.
And I'm very proud of it. The pre-orders started yesterday, so people
That's
are now
cool.
seeing that. And it's called Big Day in a Small Town. And I wanted a map of a small town to be the cover. And a guy at the label did a watercolor of a small
Amazing.
town. And he made all the streets be song titles.
That's cool.
Shut
It's like-
up.
oh, it's
That's
what
a
he
great
did. Yes,
idea.
It was
Amazing.
beautiful.
Do you have like the original painting and like get it framed and stuff?
You
That'd
know,
be pretty cool.
I should get it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out in LA, so I've actually never seen it physically.
Girl, you gotta get that, like
Oh,
frame
yeah.
it, put it above the mantle.
Great idea.
That's amazing. And so this small town, I was reading about it. Is this your small town where you grew up, or is this a figment of your imagination? Tell me everything.
It's a little bit of both. To me, it's the town I grew up in, but I would want anybody who grew up in a small town to feel like it was their small
Sure.
town.
Yeah.
The other day when I played the ACM sessions, Cindy Watts, who's a reporter for
Yeah.
the
Right.
Tennessean,
Love her.
She came backstage and she started to cry because she told me that it reminded her of Sevierville, Tennessee,
Wow.
where she grew up.
That's so cool.
Which made me cry, and I was just like, man, okay, this is amazing. Like it's it resonated with someone who grew up way far
Right.
from where
Yeah.
I'm from.
Right.
Isn't
It's
that
the
cool when that
stories are
happens, though?
transcendent.
Like, yeah, whenever something that means something to you means a completely different thing to someone else, it's really special.
Okay, one more question. Who are you excited to see perform at the ACMs? Is there like one performance you're ready to just...
Well, the guys in Old Dominion are really good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Trevor Rosen,
Right.
who was
Yeah,
a co-writer
also
on
did
Better
Dig
Dig 2.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
did Chainsaw,
Yeah.
which we
Oh,
also
that's
cut.
right.
Yep.
Well, and Matt Ramsey was a co-writer
Yeah,
on
he
that.
sure was.
So I'm most excited to see them because they haven't performed on an award show, and I'm just probably gonna be crying when they perform. I'm so
Absolutely.
proud of them.
It's going to be
Absolutely.
so amazing.
They're telling me they're pushing me in.
All right.
Well, here we
Okay.
go. We just added one, Chris. I'm Kimberly Perry.
Kimberly, good to see
So
you.
nice to
Neil,
see you.
how are
This
you,
is
Chris?
Neil.
Good to see
Of
you.
course, you know this
What's your
beautiful
name? I'm just
girl.
kidding.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Brandy.
Can you jump over here, read on this mic? So, are we doing this all together? We have
Yes.
never
I don't
done
know.
it.
They shoved me in here.
Well,
I don't know how this
welcome.
works.
Can you hang for longer?
Oh,
Can
I
we
can-
just all
yeah,
have a
yeah.
giant family like
And
reunion and conversation?
your hat's awesome, and where can I find
Thank
one?
you. I don't know. This hat's old.
Okay, I got a question.
70s.
If you had to put your zombie apocalypse team together, who would be the 3 country artists you
Oh,
would choose?
oh. I mean, present company excluded, of
course.
course.
Zombie
'cause-
apocalypse.
We're already our own team here.
You got to pick all those guys who are good at killing stuff.
Yeah. Gary
Luke's-
LaVox.
Luke's good at killing stuff.
Gary LaVox.
He wears sparkles, though.
he
I
wears
don't know.
sparkles.
Anybody?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hunting, fishing, loving every day. There
Yeah.
you go.
There you
No,
go.
man. That guy's a ninja with a fishing rod. Yeah. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do
You
it.
could kill some zombies with it, you think? Just
He
hook
could probably
those
kill a
suckers.
zombie with a fishing rod.
I love it. Well,
That
it
was
is
a really
so
good question, Reed. Really
it is
good
so
question.
good to see your face. We've never actually gotten to meet, but what I love about what just happened in this interview is that I feel like, the 3 of us are getting to talk to 2 of the greatest songwriters to ever come through Nashville, Tennessee, and who are now so wildly successful as artists. What's the biggest difference between being a songwriter, obviously you've been an artist for a long time, an artist who's lived the lives that you guys have lived over the past several months, couple years?
What's
Talk
been the
to us,
biggest
tell us everything.
transition?
Just time.
Yeah, like lack of sleep.
Of time. Yeah, lack of sleep.
I would agree with Chris 100% on that.
Time.
Yeah.
I don't think it changes my mentality towards music.
Yeah.
or
And
how
the
to
amount of
write
caffeine you
music.
drink, too,
The
right?
amount of caffeine I drink and the amount of not knowing where I'm at.
Love
Yes.
it. Where somebody's just sort of saying, you follow the leader.
Yeah.
It becomes like a very important
We've got
game.
this thing you've got to do. Like just now, they were like, "Here, go in here, and
right.
we're gonna make you butt in on somebody's interview." I was like, "Okay, are we sure we're supposed to be doing this?" And they're like, "Yeah, do it." I was like, "Okay."
Well, congratulations. Did I hear you have like 1,000 nominations for the ACMs?
Is
I
that
think
true?
I
I
heard
don't
that
know.
rumor.
I think it was 1,000.
That's close.
1,000.
It was like
It's gonna be a
1,000.
long ass show.
Yeah, it
Sorry,
is.
can I say that on here? I can't.
After the 100,000 Grammy nominations.
Well, and let's talk about. I'm not going to take
Please,
this
let's
interview
do
over,
it.
Go for it.
but what an amazing moment it was in the history of country music when Chris Stapleton took over the CMA Awards this year.
I mean,
Yeah.
completely insane. Like the whole house, the roof just fell to the floor.
Oh,
It was
I
like beautiful.
jumping. I was on my couch. I mean, I about broke it. I jumped up so like,
So amazing.
I owe you a couch then, I guess.
Were you nervous about that performance at all? Were you just so
No,
excited
just
to
gonna
jump
have
on
fun.
the stage?
I've known Justin for a while, and
Yeah.
we were just
Yeah.
we had rehearsed and we knew what we were doing, and we
Totally.
were going to have fun.
That's what I was going to say. So did y'all spend a good amount of time beforehand in rehearsals?
We had a couple
and prepping?
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Kanye and Jay-Z, remember they did that album together. We want to know, Chris and Justin Timberlake going to do a Kanye and Jay-Z moment?
Not that I'm aware of. But
You should. You should totally do that for
You can
country
break the
music.
news right here if you want to.
Yeah,
It's just us.
I think we're probably safe. I don't know.
That needs to
He's
happen
him.
in
I-
country
if he
music,
calls,
right?
maybe we'll
Do you
talk
vote
about
yes?
it.
Yeah.
Vote yes.
You could do the
Brandy, are you
Jay-Z
in on that idea?
On the-
They have to make a country album, Justin
I
Timberlake
think
or
it'd
Stapleton.
be amazing.
Love it. It has to happen now.
Yeah.
So,
Oh well, if it's said here, then
it
for
has
sure.
to.
how's Vegas for you so far? You've been pacing yourself or been out late?
No, I'm okay. I found a few margaritas last night, which I don't normally drink.
Here in
but
Vegas, you found some margaritas here in
Amazing.
Vegas?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You
Do
can even
gamble
walk
in
around
Vegas,
the
or like do you keep
I'm
your
not
money?
really a gambler.
Yeah, I
other than
lost
I'm in the
20
music
bucks.
business.
and I didn't
Yeah.
do
It's
it.
the biggest
Exactly.
gamble.
So like life is a gamble at this
Yeah,
point,
life
right?
is a gamble in general, so I figure
Yeah.
I shouldn't throw things on top of that.
Right.
Ooh,
I
and
hear
you were just on the cover of Garden and Gun, which is like hands down my
She loves that
favorite
magazine.
magazine. Oh my gosh, so beautiful.
Yeah,
That
so
was a
what
great
was that
moment.
like? I am a photographer too. I love that side of things. So how was it like shooting for the cover of that magazine?
Well, they didn't tell me. That's a weird story. I don't know if I should tell it or not because their magazine is supposed to be about manners and they don't have any.
We won't tell anybody. Go ahead.
Is that what it's about?
Well, they were literally supposed to put Merle Haggard and Sturgill Simpson on the cover,
Wow.
and they did a 30-minute interview with me at Wendell Smith for what was supposed to be just an inside thing, and then they bought a photo off a guy who did a GQ photo shoot and put it on the cover. Never knew anything about it. Never was told about it.
Wow.
So
Well, it's sitting on my coffee
and Merle,
table.
was in the hospital when they did that, and
Wow.
so it wasn't cool. I
Wow.
say that publicly. So
But it must have been a really good interview, obviously.
Yeah.
it was
It's a
30
great
minutes
photo,
long on
too. You
Wendell
look
Smith.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Which, speaking of your photography, I follow you, and you're a great photographer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I have fun. I
Yeah.
really do. I do think that one of the best parts about being musicians and traveling is you get to see all the cool places. So Europe is one of my favorites to go and just walk around all the little towns over there. So
We have had to put some rules in place though, because we're two brothers and a sister, right? And so pranks are a frequent thing that happen on the tour bus. So Neil, we had to be we have to have photo approval rules because he'll just take awful shots of me and Reed with our mouth wide open on an airplane or calls it art, personality pieces. So we've had to sort of
He also will
I
take pictures
understand.
of homeless people in the streets and not give them money for it.
I'm
or
you
anything
have to pay that person
Yes, I
at
do.
least $100,000.
He was giving American dollar bills to Europeans, and they just weren't having it.
the exchange rate is very good.
Walk a mile to exchange a dollar. I'm just saying. Anyway.
You should hang
Anyway.
out with Garden and Gun.
Yeah.
Yes, you could get a job there.
There you
sounds
go.
like.
There you go.
Oh my
I'm a good
goodness.
guy, I promise.
Sure.
Well, you guys have so much fun at the ACM Awards. It's such an honor and a pleasure to get to talk to both of you. Please just pour some of your songwriting prowess and wisdom on the three of us. And thank you for everything that you brought forever and currently to country music.
Thank
Good to
you
see you
so
guys.
much. Thank you.
Very much.